Kanye West is one of the most influential and controversial artists of all time. He has established himself as one of the most important musicians in modern music and has built a loyal fan base that goes out of its way to champion his work. He is also one of the most loved and respected artists in the industry and has one of the most impressive track records that separates him from his contemporaries. But what makes West a genius, and what can we learn from his incredible career? Let's take a look at the star's rise story. Who is Kanye West? Kanye Omari West is an American rapper, singer, songwriter, record producer, entrepreneur, and fashion designer. His musical career has been marked by a myriad of style shifts and musical influences ranging from soul, pop, and baroque to electro, indie rock, and synth pop. He has also benefited from industrial and gospel music to create his own genre. Today, he is among the most acclaimed musicians of the 21st century and is one of the best-selling music artists of all time, with more than 135 million records sold worldwide. In addition, he has won 21 Grammy Awards, making him one of the most awarded artists of all time and the most Grammy Award-winning artist of his generation. If that doesn't sound like a genius to you, you must be a picky person. He was born on June 8, 1977 in Atlanta, Georgia. After his parents divorced when he was 3 years old, he moved to Chicago, Illinois with his mother. His father, Ray West, was a former Black Panther, a revolutionary who fought for racial equality in the United States. His mother was an English professor at Clark Atlanta University and the chair of the English department at Chicago State University. West grew up in a middle-class family. Then at age 10, he moved to Nanjing, China, where his mother began teaching at Nanjing University. Despite being the only foreigner in his class, he quickly adapted and learned the language. However, he claims to have forgotten most of what he learned due to a lack of practice. His love for art began at a very young age. In fact, he was already writing poetry at the age of 5. By the time he was in 3rd grade, his mother had noticed West's passion for art and music and tried to help him enhance his talents. At the time, West was already rapping his first songs, unaware he possessed a skill that would one day help him create one of the most successful music empires on earth. At 13, he wrote a rap song called Green Eggs and Ham and convinced his mother to record it in a small recording studio hidden in a basement. His life changed completely after meeting the legendary No ID, who helped him learn to sample and program beats when he was just 15 years old. In 1997, Kanye received a scholarship to attend the American Academy of Art and began taking painting classes. Soon after, he transferred to Chicago State University to study English. In his early 20s, he realized that his class schedule was hurting his career as a musician, so he decided to drop out of college to follow his dreams. West began making beats for numerous rappers, including the famous Jay-Z. The incorporation of obscure soul samples and vocal loops has been one of the most distinctive elements of the artist's beats. However, Kanye did not want to spend the rest of his life making beats for other artists. Instead, he wanted to become a rapper, even after being rejected by numerous record companies for not looking, quote, gangsta enough, unquote. In 2002, Kanye was involved in a near-fatal car accident while leaving a recording studio after falling asleep at the wheel. According to the artist, his jaw had to be wired shut as part of his facial reconstruction surgery. After the accident, West had a great idea. He recorded his first song as a solo artist, Through the Wire, which cemented his place in the industry. From then on, he would release hit after hit, including his first album, The College Dropout, offering an honest and passionate lyrical approach to the social and everyday problems that millions went through daily. In 2005, Kanye was in the eye of the storm after stating during a Hurricane Katrina relief broadcast that George Bush doesn't care about black people. This statement attracted the attention of all the media who came to talk to the celebrity. West possesses a talent for making music, but he is also an expert at getting into trouble and causing controversy. It all started in 2013 in a series of exchanges with BBC's Lane Love and talk show host Jimmy Kimmel. During an interview, West claimed to be a creative genius, which led to many people getting upset with the artist. But was this statement enough to earn the public's hatred? I don't think so. However, people can be quite complicated to please, so while certain actions might lead to the cancellation of an artist, the same actions might have no effect if committed by another celebrity. Yet, people were upset with the rapper. After West's statement, some angry people went so far as to gather more than 133,000 signatures to demand that the singer not perform at the Glastonbury Festival and be replaced by a rock band. Nevertheless, Kanye has taken advantage of every controversy he has been involved in to further his career. Even if you're not a fan of West's music, it's impossible to deny that the artist knows how to make money. He has benefited from the bad publicity from his haters to position himself in the industry and stand out from other rappers. His wife, Kim Kardashian, has used the same strategy to become one of the most well-known celebrities in the United States. But is this reason enough to consider West a creative genius? To answer this question, we must first define what we consider a genius. Nowadays, many people confuse the word genius with being a person with a highly superior IQ. Some believe that only people with high intelligence can be considered geniuses. If we consider this, only 2% of the people on Earth could be regarded as geniuses. However, the intellect has no value if it is not implemented. You could be the most gifted person on Earth and spend the rest of your life achieving nothing unless you find yourself willing to work for your goals. However, being a genius goes beyond being able to solve complex mathematical equations or finding a cure for an unknown disease. A creative and innovative element differentiates geniuses from highly intelligent people. Geniuses are more creative people than those who are merely intelligent. This creativity leads to the innovation of new products, styles of music, and unique creations. On the other hand, intelligence is the ability to adapt easily to different circumstances and find solutions to problems. Genuine creativity is hard to come by, but only those who are willing to challenge their limits and try new things can develop this fantastic attribute. Kanye West may not be Albert Einstein, but he has made the most of his creativity. He has amassed hundreds of millions of dollars through his multiple companies. This brings us to the next reason West could be considered a genius. He has succeeded in every industry he has ventured into. Kanye West is not only an excellent rapper, he is also a great businessman and a successful fashion designer. He has collaborated with major brands like Nike, Louis Vuitton, and APPC, and is the founder and head of creative content company Donda. Unfortunately, one thing could keep West from falling into the genius category, and that is most geniuses don't think of themselves that way. West is a unique case. He has been compared to almost every genius in history, including Walt Disney, Steve Jobs, and Pablo Picasso. His arrogance is legendary, but this should not detract from the artist's merit. According to Michael Michalko, author of several books on creativity, one of the signs of creativity is the ability to reformulate established concepts, and that is what West has done. He developed the chipmunk soul technique and coined its signature sound by taking existing soul records and speeding them up. Yet, it wouldn't be the first time West would dazzle us with his creativity. West has repeatedly refined his sound, blazing trails for entirely new genres. He revolutionized the world with 808 and Heartbreak, and paved the way for artists like Drake and James Blake. His way of making music has helped redefine hip-hop and has caught the attention of major artists such as Paul McCartney, with whom he has collaborated in the past. Even the legendary McCartney said he saw similarities between West's songwriting style and John Lennon's, and who are we to say that one of the people who knew Lennon best during his lifetime is wrong? But West is not only a genius when it comes to combining styles and creating new ways of making music, he's also a genius at getting out of contracts that work against him. After proving himself unhappy with his deals with Adidas and Gap and accusing them of stealing his ideas, he found a way to get out of the contracts that legally bound him. To that end, Kanye went to the extreme of genuinely ruining his company's reputation and forcing the companies linked to him to disassociate themselves from the rapper to avoid seeing their images ruined. That's what one theory points to after West began intentionally making anti-Semitic comments. But what other evidence do we have that West has intentionally gotten himself into these controversies? Adidas is a German company, so naturally it cannot allow one of its top designers to deliver anti-Semitic hate speech. West knew this and used it to his advantage to free himself from his contracts and seek new business deals from other companies that would treat his brand better. By disassociating himself from Adidas, he has also turned his Yeezy shoes into a rarity that will never be produced again. West hopes that his recent publicity, as bad as it is, will boost his brand and increase the value of his shoes. After the price of his signature shoes skyrockets and people forget about his statements, new firms will again partner with the tycoon's company, and new Yee products will potentially become even more expensive than Adidas limited editions. Even if some think Kanye is crazy, I believe he's a genius. If you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and smash that like button. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.